Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Living Life Coaches, and we just finished our Thanksgiving celebrations, gearing towards the Christmas and the New Year. So we're gonna find out. So we're kind of drained, right? So we're looking forward to the New Year, new ways to make money. We're gonna talk about five great ways to make passive income in 2020. Right, and my pal is on the other side, so we're gonna dedicate this session to talk about those five things that you can use to make some passive income. And the first one we're gonna talk about is buy and sell, and after that, dividend income, and photography, real estate investing, and YouTube. So those are some of the so we're gonna dedicate some other additional episodes in the future for each of these categories, but we're gonna kind of give you an overview of these five new ways that you can generate passive income on this episode. So let's get a head start, pal. You're ready from the other side?
Let's do that.
Right.
So you guys probably seen so many videos in YouTube or probably outside YouTube, Facebook or Instagram. So many ways to do it. You probably overwhelmed with all these different ways. Like people have 100 different ways to do, create passive income. And right now, what we are trying to focus is top 5 ways, right? That way you are not overwhelmed. You know exactly, exactly what are the top 5 ways to do it. And you can focus your energy, your knowledge, and everything onto those. Based on your interest. So the first and foremost thing is the buying and selling, which is like anybody can do it. You don't need to educate yourself on many things. Everybody shop around, go to the shopping. Everybody's seen a clearance aisle, and there's always like a lot of stuff there. And there's a goodwill there. There's so many ways you can buy, you can sell. And like if you're a shoe person, for example, right, you know all about shoes, and you never thought about buying the shoes and selling them. But just think about it, because there are people around. They always go around Marshalls, just go to the Marshalls just to buy the clearance shoes. Mainly the Nike shoes or the branded shoes out there, right? Those shoes are like 60% off. Think about how crazy people are trying to buy those. If you buy those 60% off shoes, and then you sell them, even 30% more, you are getting like almost $30 in each pair of shoes, right? So that's what people do. They just haul away everything from the store. And the whole van is full of, like, you can look up in the YouTube videos, but this is just like, if you are into something that you know exactly how things works, I would say just focus only on those things, buying and selling. You can buy and sell something specific, like if you know electronics, just buy and sell electronics. If you know some of the games, right? Some of the games that came out in 1980s or 1990s. Actually 1990s, so those are actually really huge value for that. You could be getting it for $2 from a thrift store, right? That could be $200, and some of them not even produced like anymore. Like they only produce like 100 pieces for that year, right? Say 1980, 1990. So those could be valued more than $1,000. So just gain knowledge in the area that you are interested in. That way it's more you know the thing about that, and then you can buy them whenever you go for shopping. You can just look for it, keep your eyes open, just buy them at a discounted price. There's nothing, this is not a rocket science, guys. Just buy them low, sell them high, keep the profit. That's it.
And you mentioned about couple of things, Venkat. So you can what are the places that you can buy these clearance items? Like one place you mentioned was Goodwill, and another place you said Marshalls, and then Walmart. Are there?
Walmart is obviously the biggest one. They always have a clearance aisle.
Right.
Some Walmarts, if you go, it could be spread out in every different areas, but shoot for the one that like I mentioned, right? Focus on the one that you already know about.
Yeah.
Don't go buy a washing machine, right? It's on sale.
Right.
That you cannot like haul away and all those things. Just
Yeah.
try to buy a smaller item. It's portable.
Yeah.
It's movable, and you can put it in your home in storage, a garage or somewhere.
And like
It's not a
children's toys, is that a good option?
yeah, actually, the
Right.
toys are a great one. Like you buy the toys, in December, after everybody buys it, there will be a whole lot of clearance. Just buy them, keep them in your home for a couple more months, and then it will be sold hot cake.
Yeah.
Because people are after like when the school starts and people are looking for those again.
Right.
At the time, the price are like triple or four times. Like I said, if you get 30% of the profit, each one like $10, $20, $30, right? You have 100 items, so you're making like nice profit there. That's the one thing, and I think we talked about selling, buying and selling in one of our previous episodes. I think you guys can view those, and also we'll be producing a new detailed one in the future.
Right. And what are the places that you can we talked about the places that you can buy these items. What are the places that we can sell these items?
Right. So it could be like through apps like OfferUp, Let Go, or Craigslist, or the online. Right. Online eBay is the one that, like, if your item is like kind of damaged or anything, just go for eBay. If your item is perfect condition, it's a new pristine condition, just do the Amazon fulfillment by merchant, right? FBM. It's called FBM. Right. And that way you don't pay anything until it's sold, and you do have to get a shipping done. Once shipping is done, you get paid from Amazon. Right. So you always put like higher price. Don't worry about other people. Just keep it at your home. You don't need to even send it to warehouse. That will cost you $40 a month on Amazon. Right. So you just keep it at home, list it right there in your phone. I listed right in the store. Some of the items sold like you and I got out of the store like before. Yeah. So it's like some crazy items are out there. You just have to spend some time. Like if you're shopping, you just go and get those things. It could be anywhere in any stores, like just around you. And that's the one thing. And another thing is you could do online arbitrage. These are called arbitrage. You could do an online arbitrage. Basically, like go to the sites, deal sites like slickdeals.net or dealnews.com or sites like that. Just find a deal and order online, and don't even open the boxes. As soon as it's sold online, just send them, put another label in there, and send the item to them, right? So it's just like, just make your job easier. That's why we call it more passive. It's just you're working a little bit, but you're getting paid. You're not like full time working on these things.
Right. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Dividend investing.
Yeah. The next one is dividend investing. So that we talked about a little bit on that in our previous episodes. You guys can watch it. But it's what it is like, think about, you want to put it in the stock market, or like let's say you have $1,000, you want to put it in the stock market somewhere, like let's say Amazon, you want to invest in Amazon, ExxonMobil, or like some of the Apple, or all those things, right? But each stock worth like maybe $600, $200, $300, right? So you cannot buy them for $1,000. So that's why the dividend investment apps are there, like Robinhood, Webull, Amount Finance. We talked about Acorns, Betterment investment. All these things are there, right? What it does is a fractional stock. You can buy a fractional stock. Let's say 0.1% of Amazon.
Yeah.
So you can buy it for $1. Like Robinhood just introduced. You could buy as low as $1 of Amazon. You could, like, if you have $1,000, you can actually invest on $10 in 100 companies, right? Let's say 100 companies that are out there, all the companies, big companies, you could invest $10 in each one of them. Think about it could become $20 in few months, and your total will be like instead of 1,000 will be $2,000. On top of that, some of the companies actually pay the dividend on this, right? So you have $1,000 laying in your under the bed. Let's say you are putting under the bed. It's nothing happening. You have $1,000 there, and then there's a depreciation, right? And the next year you cannot buy the same item. Like this year you could buy $1,000, but it'll be $1,200, $1,100 next year. So you cannot buy them, right? Because of that, like you put the money in the stock market. On top of that, that also pays you like say 3%, 4%. It varies. The dividend varies. The interest you get is like anywhere from I would say 2 to 5% is common. So you would get like $50, $30 to $50 in a year for the $1,000. But if you have more money, like it's $10,000, you would get like $300, $500 extra, right? Doing nothing. On top of that, the stock is going to grow, right? So let's say you put $10,000, you got $500 in a dividend in a year. On top of that, that $10,000 could potentially become, $15,000. It could be anywhere, like $20,000, double, right? Based on the market growth and the company growth, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you're actually getting double benefit on the dividend investment. You could put it in the savings, high yield savings, but it's not. You don't have the benefit of the stock growing stock.
Yeah.
Right. That's the only thing. So we already talked about that. You guys can go watch it. Exactly. How the M1 Finance works, Robinhood, Webull. All those things. We would have a link underneath in the description, so you can sign up for those.
Yeah, so this is a good refresher. I think we did that about a few weeks ago. So yeah, feel free to go back and check those episodes. Check that particular episode that we talked about all these investing opportunities. And again, guys, this is about passive. Making some extra income. Passive income. So you just have to literally, just sit there in your room, sit there in your house, and just make some money. So great refresher, Venkat. Thank you so much. And the next topic is photography and videography. So most of us love to take pictures, right? Why not make some income out of it, right?
Right, exactly. Right. Like again, guys, what we are talking about is it's not like go and buy $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 camera. Yeah. And then become a photographer. Nothing like that. Just like everybody got a cell phone, and if you don't have a good one, at least all the smartphones have the camera now. It's more than 5 megapixel. Most of the smartphone. That's all you need. More than 5 megapixel the camera in your cell phone. And that's going to take a video, small clips, or the photos, right? So you could use your phone and make, like say you bought a phone for $200, right? Or maybe $500. You could make more than that in a year just selling photos you take from those phones, right? And there are ways to do it. There's so many ways. Now the phone photography is becoming so famous. And I'm going to tell you a secret here. Like the videography is the hard stuff now. Like if you get into now, probably you could make thousands of dollars in a year just using your phone. You don't need to use anything else. Just use your phone. Probably you need to have some tripod like this, just to put it in a place somewhere. Or if you cannot afford that $80 one, you could just get this $6-7 tripod. You just put your phone here, and then just wherever you go, just leave it there. Like what are they looking for in the videography is basically a clip of I think 8 seconds to 50 seconds. That's all. No sound. You don't need to have a sound. Let's say you are going in a car and there are nice clouds moving. Let's say, just imagine that, right? Just park your car on the side. Just take your cell phone, 10 seconds. Just hold it there, right? Hold it there. Let the cloud move, and that's your clip.
And clips where get up. So, quick interruption. So where do you put those, and how do you make?
Right, yeah, I'm getting into that. So it's basically, let's say you keep doing that on a daily basis, wherever you go. Like, since this is a passive income, this is not like you're going and working somewhere full time and waiting for the check to flow into your bank account. Nothing like that. This is like you're doing something while you're at it, like while you are doing something else, and it's actually making you money, right? It's like we are talking about now. You're traveling and then you stop your car just for maybe a few seconds. You're not spending too much time. So once you get all these videos right in your cell phone, there's an app for like a Shutterstock. There's a site called Shutterstock.
Shutterstock. Okay.
Shutterstock, yeah. So there's an app for that. It's a contributor app, and then there's a Dreamtime. There are like so many of them. Again, like there's so many competition, right? What these guys do is they have a server. They collect from all those videographers or photographers, all the photos. Those guys all over the world, and then the other side is the web developers, like people who are developing a website, creating some kind of a poster or something. They need a specific video, specific photo, right? Or they even create a YouTube video, right? They may need like you guys probably seen it in between the YouTube videos. There are more B-rolls happening, right? People bringing in new additional B-rolls in there, and those are all they download from these microstock. They call it microstock videography or photography sites. It's basically stock video, stock photo. The clips, the videography I was telling you, that's a secret here. It could sell for like $200. Some clips, like I don't know, like it's some of the rarest clips could sell it for even like 10 seconds video. You took it somewhere in your phone, that could sell for $200. But normally it's like $20 per download for those video clips.
Right.
And you can actually look at it, which one is selling a lot, which one is more download, people are downloading in that site, like Dreamtime or Shutterstock. Just go there, and we will have a link down below. But it's basically there's a lot of information there. You need to kind of get into it first. But once you know it, understand it, then you can kind of focus on what kind of video you want to take. So the like some waterfalls, like waterfall coming out, but there is a nice view of some color, fall colors on the side. Just take them. You have a video of it, but there's a nice view of fall colors. That's probably non-typical thing. Like if you see something very typical that everybody can take it, it's not going to sell a lot. So
Right.
just take something that's unique. It could be around you, right? Or it could be where you're traveling. So just keep your eyes open again and take your cell phone. Your cell phone, you're going to have it anyway. And in this case, you are not spending any money on it. That's the beauty of it. Everything is free. Just upload it. Wait for that. The more you upload, the more download it happens. So I made around $2,000 so far in these photography and videography. But I was not doing much of it. But I did make quite a bit on that, and it's going to make more money. It's like a one-time thing. You upload it, and then it's there. It's there forever. Your kids can enjoy the money coming in later after you die. So
Yeah.
it's going to be there.
Right, and then the best part is you don't have to carry $1,000 camera to earn this income, right? It's most of us have smartphones now, so it's just a matter of using a few minutes when you're out there. Take some pictures, take some videos, and upload them. And like you said, they're going to be there forever. You just have to sit there and wait until someone downloads it. So again, we are talking about generating passive income. So moving on to the next one of the most interesting and hot topics: real estate investing.
Right, yeah, yeah. If you guys think about real estate investment is not for you, you're wrong actually, because uh, there are ways to do it without any money actually, are putting very less money. Everybody can afford like 1,000, 2,000, few $1,000s, but not like 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000. Most of them cannot afford. So how do you do it? There is something called house hacking, and you can Google it. And what you do normally in this case, there are like we are not creating a there are no loopholes or anything like that. We are not like defrauding the system or anything like that. What we are doing is, say you are living in an apartment right now. Let's say you are paying $1,500 rent every month, right, for 2-bedroom apartments. It's like a condo kind of thing, right? So you could buy a condo, a duplex. Like let's say find a duplex. That means a single building of condo, one up, one down, or fourplex, right? Two down, two up. That's like a single building in a condo, right? And let's say if you can get you need to keep looking for it, like Redfin, Zillow, all those things. You can take a look at it, and find that thing and just buy that. Like buy that in a little bit affordable, like maybe 200, 250,000 total for all those fourplex, right? Let's say that. So in that case, say you only have $5,000 saved because you are spending everything, but you saved only 5,000, right? So, but you do wanted to do investment, real estate investment. You are always thinking in your mind that you need 50,000, 100,000, 200, like several 100,000. You are thinking like that, but it's not the case. With that 5,000 you saved, let's say, what you do is you take that $200,000 condo, the fourplex, right, and you move in there. And when you buy it as a primary home, you are going to reside in that home. That means like they're going to give you a lower rate. Like you could be getting like 3.5, right now 3.5, 3.6, something like that, right? But it doesn't matter. You get 200, you probably will be paying 1,300 total mortgage for the whole thing. Or it could be like 1,500. But you live in one condo, but you rent out all those three. What happens is, like, let's say you rent out like $800 each of the other condo, right? 3 condos, so you're getting 2,400 from that. Take that 2,400, pay this 1,500. So what you
pay your 1,500?
Yeah, pay your mortgage 1,500. So you are living free, right? And on top of that, you're getting how much? $900 a month.
Right.
Let's say you $400 for something else you're spending. You still left with $500, and then at the end of the year, you're getting you're getting $6,000 cash flow. Right. So let's say you only put $6,000 in the beginning. So you are getting your money back. That's like, and then every year going forward, you're going to get the money. And with these things, what happens? Every 2 years you can do this, actually, right? You live in that house for 2 years as a primary resident. There's no restriction or anything. Even the federal government just say that it's 2 years you have to reside in that, right? Max, like minimum 2 years you have to be there to before you move out. And then you move out, you find the same thing, similar thing again. You do the same thing. Maybe a little bit you can upgrade it to better house, because now 2 years you probably had $12,000 plus. You probably saved extra. Maybe you might have $20,000 now, right? And doing nothing. It's basically you're living there.
Yeah.
You put a little bit money in there, but the money is flowing. On top of that, you're owning that 4 condos there.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. And it's going to grow. If you do every 2 years, and seriously about this and try to manage it, try to learn everything in and out, and it's going to grow, and then it's going to, you probably in 10 years you'll have like 20 units,
Yeah.
and you know that it appreciates, right? It appreciates,
Yeah.
also, and you get tax benefit, and then you get rent, cash flow, and you can do a depreciation in your tax return. There are
Right.
so many benefits on this, so it's
The real estate investment, like we said, it's a hot and it's always appreciating. The value appreciates, and this topic is a whole different big episode that we are going to talk about in the near future. Because you can, like you said, it's a great way to generate passive income, and one of the points you made was if you buy a particular property and you're moving in with it, if you're using it for as your main residence, then the interest rate is low too,
yeah,
right?
exactly
Right?
right. And
That's
that's going to stay there for 30 years if you lock in. That's going to stay there for even if you move out,
right.
and go to find another primary residence. That bank is not going to come after you and change it.
Change
So,
it exactly.
and
Yeah.
you are renting 4 units now, right? So
Right,
basically,
right.
you're renting that. You might
Yeah.
get a free house in separate house if you want to do
Absolutely.
it.
So we're going to talk about that in detail in the near future, because it's a very interesting, very hot, and a great way to generate passive income. So moving on to another equally brilliant idea, YouTube. So something that we are already doing, and YouTube channel there are so many ways to generate passive income through YouTube, right? And
Right,
so we're
yeah.
going to share very briefly. We're going to share how we are going to be able to do that.
Right, yeah. So YouTube is the second largest search engine. Everybody knows. So what's going to happen is, most of in the future, like I'm talking about near future, right? People are not going to have time to read it. So they're probably either listening to a video or mostly audible. Like you probably seen all the books are in audible now. Listening mode, and same way like YouTube is going to become like a YouTube audio probably will come up, and then the YouTube videos there. And how do they monetize? Like think about how people monetize. Some of the people making $1 million a month, right? Just from the ads. And
Yeah.
there are multiple ways you can monetize. At least like we will talk about just briefly few ways here. The first and foremost way is like the ads, right? So you guys, if you are not a premium member of YouTube, you probably bombarded with ads, right? But it's not normally only some subscriber. They might like some of the contributor. They may put a lot of ads, but most of the time it's just ads in the beginning, ads in maybe in the middle. After 5 minutes, maybe there is an ad at the end. Like if it goes about 10 minutes, right? So there are like 3 ads mostly, and some people don't like to put 3. They only put 2 or just 1. And some people don't even want to do it. But basically the idea is to have these 3 ads, right? Let's say I have a business, and I'm producing a lot of stuff, but nobody's buying it. But YouTube being a second largest search engine, and say I'm in San Francisco, right? And I'm local there, and then I can produce a ad. Like I can create an ad, give it to Google to place it in YouTube. Whoever people watching in San Francisco, the YouTube will take care of that placement of that ads.
Right.
And then say I'm paying the Google. YouTube is owned by Google, right? So I'm paying the Google, let's say $10 per view. The ad is like a 2 minutes ad, right? I'm paying $10. If somebody watches the whole ad, like I pay $10. Somebody watches only like 10 seconds or something like that, I pay like $5, $4. Like there's a conditions, right? So and the Google takes some of it. I think it's 50%, something like that, and then give the rest of it to the contributors. Like like our channel is, people are watching, and then there's an ad in between, and then the like we get paid for those if they watch those ads, right? That's how like we are working really hard, contributing to the users. We're not getting paid, right, basically from the users. So it's a win-win for everybody, like for the contributors, for the viewers. They just they just have to watch those ads in between. But sometimes it's actually useful ads sometimes, right?
Okay.
It's based on how Google plays it in between those videos, right? It actually plays it nicely that it's related to your video. Like if you're talking about something on the YouTube, it might be placing a video about ad about YouTube. So it knows, it has that inbuilt artificial intelligence in there, so it knows that thing. And basically that's one major way adds revenue. And the second way is like affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is something like say Amazon is selling a lot of stuff. You could create an affiliate link for every product in Amazon, and then just send the customers to that Amazon site, right, through your link, through your affiliate link. Let's say there's a camera, like a big item, right, $1,000 camera, and you are reviewing that camera in and out, like you're showing how that works, and opening the box and showing everything, how to assemble, how to work it out, and all those things. And at the end you're giving a affiliate link to that Amazon site, and people really like that camera, they want to buy it, and they go through your link, and you get paid like let's say $50 around if it's $1,000 camera, right? So like say 100 people do it, you get $5,000 just from your YouTube video. Like you put that link in there and you review it. You probably spend 30 minutes or 1 hour to reviewing, right? So that you are getting paid from there. It's going to stay there, and more people coming in, watching and using your link. You're getting paid continuously. It's a one-time thing.
Any specific products that you find that people would be more like, they have interest in, like you mentioned about the camera, right? So are there any specific products that you want to suggest that, okay, so if you do this, there might be more users?
It depends on what they're like. If they're creating a YouTube channel and talking about photography, right, then they should do all the camera that they use. Even if they don't do it, like they should show all the camera they use for the YouTube video, right? And that means their affiliate link should be in the YouTube description.
Okay.
So that's basically what it is. Like you could just do whatever you're using, the equipments you're using to create the YouTube video. Just add in every video the affiliate link. That way, people wondering, like somebody who wants to start YouTube channel, they'll really like our setup or somebody else's setup, right? They always wonder like what kind of equipments they have, and that's one thing. And if they want to do something like it's based on what they're doing. If they're talking about computers, right, or some programming stuff like that, they always show what kind of computers they have, Mac, what kind of Mac they have. If they're doing gaming, like they can show what kind of gaming they have and stuff like that. Based on that their niche
using
YouTube, that you just keep giving. If you try to give something unrelated, the users are not going to click on it. So it has to be related to what you're talking about, at least related, a little bit related, if not totally closely related. So that way, it's all your affiliate link is in the description. Somebody stumble upon and they can just go in there, and the good thing is if they go in there, it stays for 24 hours. Let's say they clicked on your camera link, right, and then they went to Amazon site, and then they didn't order it right away, but they ordered something else. Maybe they clicked on your $25 item. They ordered $1,000 item. So you get paid $1,000 item, whatever the commission is. Amazon will pay you automatically. So that's the beauty of it. That's the
Yeah,
second
so
way.
passive. All you have to do is just share the video and share the link, whatever you're talking, whatever you're showing, and then share the link. And then Amazon is gonna whoever that whatever
Yeah,
the link
there
is
are
taken
all these
to.
people are sales. They're trying to sell it. Like think about like you have a product, you want more people to buy it, and
Right.
you it's only costing you $10 to make it, but you put $100 price tag,
Yeah.
and then you can pay $20, even $40 to somebody to
Affiliate
get
marketing.
the customer right to buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's you still get more profit, right? So
And you call it affiliate marketing,
right,
right?
yeah, that's affiliate marketing. So that's the second way everybody does it, and within the YouTube channel, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's again the passive. Like you just create a link and put it there. It's going to bring you money forever.
Yeah.
And the third one is like a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Like what happens? Like if you get more viewers and subscribers, say you have million subscribers in 2 years, let's say that, right? And more companies is going to call you, like they may say, oh, I have a tripod that's going to, I have a phone tripod, this is getting very famous across globe, everybody buying one because they want to do some kind of a blog or something. They take it everywhere because it's very handy. You can just fold it and just put it in anywhere. And I want you to review it. Like they will say, I want you to review it. I'll pay you $2,000 for that. Because what happens is if they review it, million subscribers going to watch it, right? Even if not million, like 500,000 people watch it, and their sales is going to skyrocket, right? So they might get they might get 5,000, 10,000 extra sale from and then say they're making $5 in each. That's $5 extra profit, right? That's $25,000. So they can pay $2,000 to the guy, to the channel, the contributor, right? Whoever creating that review, they can pay $2,000, but as a to review it, right? To all the viewers out there. That's how there's a sponsorship. And say if you are reviewing Apple products, Apple will send you all those new phones, new watches, new iMac if it comes out, new MacBook Pro. They will send you free. Apple will send you free to review it. You can keep them. Those items they're sending. Same way like Microsoft, every company is doing that. So once you get to like several 100,000 subscribers, you have sponsorship coming to you all the time, probably every day. So you may have to charge like 4,000, 5,000, 10,000. It's up to you. Like there's no limit. You can ask them $20,000 to review it based on the how big the company is. So that's a sponsorship. And fourth one is basically like you can kind of sell stuff through once you have many subscribers and viewers. You can sell your own stuff, branding, mainly like a t-shirt branding. Like let's say you can put your logo, like your YouTube logo or your slogans in there in your t-shirts, and then t-shirts will be and there is a store you can put it in, like merch. Amazon merch is a store that it's free. You can create a t-shirt there, and people will order from there, and you get commission maybe $5-10 in each t-shirt. So that way Amazon will produce all this thing printed out, everything. You just have to design your logo, your
Right.
t-shirt stuff, and it's there. And then it's going to, like, people who really like say something like do epic shit or something like that, right? There's a code for some of the channels, and it could be anything, like life is good, like something that's already registered for somebody. Don't use that. But if you have your own code that's unique to you, and you could create a t-shirt designs, or it could be mug, or it could be anything, right? It doesn't have to be. There are sites out there that you could design it quickly. You don't need a Photoshop or anything like that. It's free. something called Canva.com. It's free.
Canva.com.
Canva, like a canvas.
Canva.
Yeah, without S. Canva.com, and then just create the design and upload it to the merch sites, the t-shirt merch sites, and then it's there forever again.
Yeah.
Right? And then people will order, and that's another way. And there are more ways in YouTube. Like what we are going to do is in the future we will create a separate episode of each one of these, very detailed, with all the points. But basically, this is all we have today. I think if you do this buying and selling, and then put the money in dividend investment instead of just putting it under your bed or just in a regular checking account. And then the third one is like a photography or videography. Just use your cell phone to take pictures or videos on the go while you're doing other things, and then upload into Shutterstock or Dreamtime, other microstock photography sites. Fourth one is the real estate investment as a primary residence. Do a house hacking method that we talked about, and then just rinse and repeat every 2 years. so and then have a 10-year target. You will have a 20 units, paid off, not paid off, like renters there, or some of them pay like an off way paid or something like that. So you will have a good portfolio after 10 years if you keep doing this seriously. And then the last one is the YouTube. YouTube channel is about your passion, right? It's just if you are passionate about something, just explain that. Like us, like we are passionate about helping others, helping you guys. Like life, how do you take the life you have currently into a next stage, right? That's our goal. Like we're basically helping you, coach you on your life journey, make your life better, and we talked about health, wealth, and relationship. Those three triangles. That's what we are focusing on. Today is more of a like a wealth thing that we focus on, because that's one of the important triangle in everybody's life, right?
Yep, definitely. Yeah, like you said, we're going to be talking about each of these 5 items in more detail as separate episodes in the near future. This is just a brief overview of some 5 ways to make passive income in 2020. All right, until we see you next time, it's goodbye from me, and see you soon.
Goodbye, guys. Thank you.